Yeah, more football now on the SportsMax Zone as we target the semi-finals of the Urban Area Schoolboy Football Competition, the ISSA Manning Cup, the highly anticipated doubleheader to decide the teams that will be contesting this year's final. Kicked off earlier as 31-time champions Jamaica College with a Champions Cup final defeat to Glenmuir High, still fresh in their minds, lined up against Anthony Patrick's St. Catherine High at the National Stadium. It's 1-1 in the contest. They are deep into stoppage time. There is a live shot of the encounter just a minute or two away now from being blown off this contest, and they will go directly to penalties. St. Catherine took the lead, but Jamaica College promptly responded, and the 31-time champions still battling for silverware, because guess what? They were talking about the Triple Crown only days ago, and if they're unable to win today, they will leave with no crown. But hey, let's show you how the first half went.
These highlights are brought to you by KFC, it's finger licking good, and water, land of good and water.
What took place in the first 45 minutes? JC had their chances. Taylor in particular with an attempt outside the box, going high and wide. They were allowed space, especially on this right hand side. Howell making that run, the shot coming in from Dennis didn't have a lot of power behind it. St. Catherine High floating that one inside, and then a handled ball by Mills inside the box, penalty awarded. And then the conversion by the captain, getting his third goal of the season, Romain Walters, and St. Catherine with the advantage early in the first half, and Jamaica College knew that they had to regroup. And then they started manufacturing even more chances. Jabari Howell trying to get around the keeper was unsuccessful. And then this opportunity, they were flooding the box. Taylor evading that deliberately, leaving it for Nashada Gibbs, who got his 12th goal of the campaign. Lovely counter-attacking football by JC. And JC level. Maybe there was a slight deflection there into the path of Gibbs, but he was thanking his lucky stars there, Rashada Gibbs. And then this one slipped through, and Taylor with a massive chance. Couldn't believe that he missed it there.
Highlights are brought to you by KFC, it's finger licking good, and water, land of good and water.
Yeah, first half highlights there in the first semi-final of the ISSA Manning Cup between Jamaica College and St. Catherine High School. The match ending 1-1, and so they head to penalties. Can Jamaica College do it again? Because Mariah, we've seen so many times where this JC outfit finds a way in these critical moments.
Yeah.
Leighton and I had a discussion, I think it was on Friday, about how JC have been able to do that time and time and again. And then you look at a team like St. Andrew Technical, who get themselves in these positions quite often as well, but they're unable to get across the line. Can JC do it one more time?
Well, I mean, based on history and the number of titles that they have under their belt, you would like to think that, right? But then one of the things I like to support would be the underdogs and the teams that nobody really think is going to walk away with it. And I feel like St. Catherine this season has really shown some positive light. I mean, they're so far in the competition already. So when it comes down to penalties, I think it's anybody's one for the taking. It's really how your nerves and everything clicks at that particular point.
Yeah, I remember when St. Catherine under Anthony Patrick were breaking through a few seasons ago when they won their first Walker Cup title. I think it was 2019, if memory serves me right. They met St. George's College in the semi-finals. That one went to penalty and they rolled over St. George's College and then went on to win the title. So they tend to be very good penalty takers. They did score from the penalty spot in normal time, so they will have some confidence. Anthony Patrick is not unaccustomed to being in these situations as coach. We keep saying this. He did win 2 Manning Cup titles before Mariah was born with Bridgeport High School. So yeah, it was like 2006 and 2 years before that, something like that. Yeah, before you were born.
Yeah.
So yes, he'll give, I think, the St. Catherine High School players a lot of confidence. But you also speak about St. Catherine being underdogs, and maybe in this contest they are. But in truth, for those who saw St. Catherine High School in pre-season and who have been following the development of this team over the last 5 or 6 years, will not be surprised about the position that they find themselves in a Manning Cup semi-final with a massive opportunity to get into the final. By the way, this is the start of the penalty shootout.
I love penalties, you know.
You do?
Yeah.
I cannot manage it. I cannot manage penalties.
When I don't have a dog in the fight, I'm okay.
I am never okay because I feel like I always have to pick a team. And that's a great start for St. Catherine.
Great job.
Get the first goal. So
just to pick up on what you said, we all know that you're never okay. But I'm so happy that this guy there, number 5, he was okay. He got that to the back of the net. All right.
Yeah, we'll show you Jamaica College's first penalty before we get out of here. Of course, the match is live on SportsMax 2. We are not encouraging you to leave the SportsMax zone, by the way, because we will update you and we still have cricket to talk about. Although I'm not sure if you want to hear about that. But yes, we still have to analyze what happened at Sabina Park today in that West Indies versus Bangladesh encounter.
All right, let's see how this one goes. Nerves. I always wonder if I had to take a penalty, what it would feel like.
So Josh Reed scoring the first penalty for the St. Catherine High team, and Jamaica College responding comfortably as well.
Calm.
So it's 1-1. Dante Logan with that first penalty for Jamaica College. It will be nerve-wracking all the way through. Which of these two teams will find a way through to the Manning Cup final? Will it be Jamaica College? They've already had heartache this season after losing the Champions Cup final to Glenmuir. Can they get it done? Or can St. Catherine find their way into their first ever Manning Cup final? By the way, semi-final 2 is set to begin at 6 p.m. local time. That's 7 in the rest of the Caribbean. It's a repeat of last year's semi-final, at least one of them, between Hydel and the Purpose of North Street. Yeah, you know them. They know themselves. I don't have to say it, but I will. Kingston College. And by the way, just a quick reminder that the Costa Cup semi-finals are live tomorrow as well in your home of champions. Ocho Rios will face McGraw High. That will be live on SportsMax 2, SportsMax YouTube, CNTV starting at 3 p.m. for ECT, and followed by the Clarendon Derby between back-to-back Champions Cup winners Glenmuir and Garver Maceo, the two-time champions, at 6 p.m. Jamaica time, 7 ECT. That match also on SportsMax 2, SportsMax YouTube, and CNTV.